Today, in Draw My Life, the dark origin of Catdog. Catdog was one of Nickelodeon's most watched shows. Many remember Cat and Dog as two brothers who shared the same body. But have you ever wondered why did they share it in the first place? Well, since this was one of my favorite shows as a child, I never missed an episode after school. I decided to do some research. The show was created by Peter Hannon, and after a few years of success, its final episode aired on June 15, 2005, after they sadly announced its cancellation. Its characters fascinated me, both the main and the secondary ones. They were disturbing, but they had a charm that captivated my curiosity. By that time, I hadn't seen a show as daring and risky as Catdog. However, I always asked myself the same question over and over again. Why did cat and dog share the same body? Probably you've also asked yourself this too. But for your fortune or disgrace, I will try to solve the doubt for you. Although far from calming you down, it will just leave you more disturbed. Catdog and all the city's inhabitants are products of some scientific experiments. In vivo testing is the use of animals in scientific experiments. It is estimated that up to 100 million animals of various species are used each year. And most are sacrificed after being subjected to cruel chemical tests, cosmetic, food, tobacco, and medical training exercise. I couldn't find the exact percentage of how many animals have been sacrificed, since mice, rats, birds, and cold-blooded animals, which account for more than 90% of the animal used in testing, aren't covered by the minimum protections of the U.S. Animal Welfare Act. Therefore, they aren't accounted for. To test cosmetics, house cleaners, and other products, hundreds of thousands of animals are poisoned, blinded, and murdered every year by cruel corporations. But why am I telling you all this? Well, to give you an insight into the terrible reality of animal testing, as the animation tries to depict the tragic life an animal has after being used as an object in a laboratory. On January 13, 1959, Soviet surgeon Vladimir Davidov performed the first ever transplantation of a puppy's head onto the body of another adult dog, a German Shepherd. After 3 hours of operation, the dog finally began to show some signs of life. An hour later, the adorable puppy was able to move his head. The next day, Dr. Davidov felt like a genius. The dog could move, and the sweet dog stitched into the shepherd's neck was beginning to recover his strength. After having performed this dreadful experiment, it wouldn't be at all surprising that it had been tested between species, such as stitching half a cat's body with another dog's half, another example of the atrocities that humans are capable of. The cartoon never shows how these brothers ended up in the same body, nor does anyone mention their condition. Even in their only film where they try to show us who their parents are, we learn that they are raised by adopted parents who decided to take care of them at a young age. What if the mystery whereabouts of their biological parents is because they were actually made in a lab? This would explain the strangeness of their crossbreeding. Perhaps their adopted mother is portrayed as a humanoid monster, symbolizing that the real monsters are the humans who experiment on helpless animals. But hey, this is only a theory. What do you think could explain this rare condition of cat and dog? The only thing we know for sure is that animal testing is horrible, don't you think? We want to know what's your take on it, so leave it in the comments and subscribe. See you next time!